So I've been lifting and training in the gym for about 10 years now, and I've done some icky stuff. It's time to call myself out. I'm going to share with you the 5 biggest gym icks I've done in my lifting career. Oh, this is so icky. My first biggest ick is I used to wear a corset in the gym and just in day-to-day life. Oh, why? I wanted to have wide, big, broad shoulders and a skinny waist. And I thought, yep, a corset is going to make me have a nice, thin waist. The corset was like one of the ones that the ladies used to wear in the 1800s. I had to suck my tummy in and button it up super tight, and I could hardly breathe throughout my training session. And just in my day, it was super uncomfortable. But I thought, nah, this is what I got to do to get a skinny waist. Oh, what the hell was I thinking? Oh yeah, this would get me a skinny waist. Nah, this was just crushing my organs, making it harder for me to breathe. Didn't know how to use my core properly because I was relying on this silly corset. Then I used to glad wrap my whole stomach area because I thought if I was sweating more around my stomach, that I was going to lose fat around my stomach. The math ain't mathing, bro. What are you doing? I was an idiot. So that's ick number 1. Let's carry on. Ick number 2 is that I thought supplements were magic. When I was a young kid, I used to take fat burners. That's pretty much an ick in itself, really. I thought fat burners were magic. You just take this pill and it just strips the fat off you, just like that. Boom! Now I also used to think that it would counteract the food that I put into my mouth. I remember one day I had this piece of cake and I thought to myself, oh, I can just pop this fat burner to negate the calories that I'm going to get from this cake. Because that's how I thought it worked. Magic! What? How is that meant to work, bro? Again, the math ain't mathin'. Ick number 3, I wore a weight belt for every session, no matter what it was. I even wore it when I did cardio. The same thing with the corset. I thought it was going to keep my waist tighter. I thought that's what a weight belt was for. No. Oh man, I see some people now doing the same thing. I would be wearing it when I was doing tricep pushdowns, when I was doing bicep curls, even when I was walking on the bloody treadmill. Making it nice and tight so I could barely breathe, so it would help me get a nice tight waist. That's not the purpose of a weight belt. The purpose of a weight belt is to help create more internal abdominal pressure, and no, not to help with your back pain. So you know when people say brace your core, this is helping you push against it and brace it even more. You should only really be using it when you're doing a heavy squat or a heavy deadlift, maybe a heavy overhead press, not when you're doing bicep curls or tricep pushdowns, let alone bloody walking on a bloody treadmill. What was I doing? I think I did that for like 2 or 3 years. What a muppet. Before I tell you my next 2 icks, if you want to get some free fitness advice weekly, make sure you sign up to my newsletter. The link is in the description. 4th one, I used to lift in a stringer. I used to wear one of those skinny singlets and it would barely even cover my nipples. I mean, there's nothing wrong with stringers. I just look back at some of my photos and I'm like, what are you wearing, bro? Looks like you're wearing a couple of shoelaces around your neck. I used to really look up to Arnie. I still do now, but that was what I used to wear. I just wanted to be like Arnold. But I was far from it. I may have had the stringer like him, but I definitely was not as big or as juicy as him. That phase didn't last too long though, maybe about half a year or a year. But I would only wear it in the gym though. That would be the only place I would wear it. I wouldn't wear it out in public because it was pretty silly, and I thought to myself, if I wouldn't wear it out in the public, then why would I wear it in the gym? That was just my thinking anyway. I barely even wear singlets in the gym anymore. More of a baggy t-shirt kind of guy. How times have changed. 5th ick is I went too heavy and lifted with poor form. I used to ego lift. Sometimes I may still do this now and then, but I used to be like one of those teenagers doing a deadlift, but looked like a dog taking a crap. Spine rounded, looked like I was gonna snap, but I didn't care because it was all about the weight, bro. No plates, no dates, bro. Ugh, that's what I used to think. All my reps would only be half reps because I was going too heavy, so I couldn't do a full proper rep. But it was all about the weight. That was all I cared about. I guess that's the best way to learn sometimes. You learn from your mistakes. So there are my gym icks that I've done in the past. Do you have any gym icks, or do you see any gym icks in the gym? Gym icks in the gym? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to find out some hacks of building muscle or losing weight, watch one of these videos up here.